In this video, we are going to discuss crystals, and I'm actually just going to show you guys my crystal collection as the first video in a series of videos about crystals. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole. I'm an astrologer, card reader, and life coach, and this is my channel dedicated to all of those things, plus spiritual topics in general, including crystals. And if you are interested in booking a reading or a coaching session with me, you may do so at my website, NicoleBrenny.com. So yes, this video is about crystals. It's part of a series that I'll do. Before we get into that, if you guys already know, some of you already do, I was teaching a Cards of Truth study group coming up on May 8th, and it has completely sold out. I actually doubled the number of seats and it's still sold out. So if you are one of the last few people that emailed me about it, you'll probably still be able to get in. I might be able to let a few more people join because a couple people are auditing the course. So send me an email in the next 24 to 48 hours and I can see what I can do. But otherwise, you'll have to wait until my next course offering. But I'm so excited. So thank you all that joined. And I really can't wait to start class on May 8th. So yeah, we're going to be talking about crystals today. I wanted to do something different. Actually, I'm really doing this because I've been thinking a lot about Mars while Mars is in Capricorn. Mars does very well in Capricorn, and Mars is really the planet that represents and rules over gemstones. So I want to kind of pay some respects to Mars and talk about gemstones while Mars is in this wonderful area of the sky. And today, the day that I'm filming this, is an Ace of Diamonds day. And the Ace of Diamonds is really the crystal card. I actually read for someone whose life is very much ruled by crystals, and the Ace of Diamonds was incredibly prominent in their spread. So if any card rules over crystals, it is the Ace of Diamonds. So yeah, the videos I'm going to be making in this series, we're going to start out with, I'm just going to show you guys some crystals in my crystal collection. It's just going to be a really fun video for me. I've been in a lot of Virgo energy lately and I needed to move into some Pisces energy, hence the weird makeup, hence the change in topic. It's sometimes really fun to just express yourself and have fun rather than always be thinking and planning and being stuck in the details. So we're just going to talk about crystals in this video, and I'll show you guys some from my collection. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to pick out crystals. Then there will be a video on how to charge your crystals. This technique is incredibly powerful, and if you aren't subscribed to my channel, you should, because everyone should know how to charge your crystals. And if you don't believe in crystals, or you know people that don't believe in crystals and their powers, after you learn this technique, you will believe in crystals, and so will anyone else that you know. So trust me, you want to learn this technique. Then I'll have a video that's a crystal story time, and then I'll show you guys how to build crystal grids. The crystal grid video might take me longer to film, but I'm going to try to film it before I move. I'm in the process of moving, so that's why I'm digging up all these crystals for you, because these crystals have been in storage. So I actually have this really crazy huge box of mystical stuff, and my grandmama, she's from Chile, so she makes us call her grandmama. She got me started in spirituality when I was really, really young, and she gave me this box when maybe I was like 10 or 11. Maybe I was 12, but I think I was like 10 or 11. This is the top of it. It's a huge hat box, and there's a moon on it, and there are some stars, and there's actually like a zodiac wheel. So she knew what my future was all about, right? And inside this box is pretty much, well, it has been ever since I was that age. It's been where I've stored all of my weird mystical stuff. So for a time, I had like my little psychic reading on tape. The first time I ever went to a tarot card reading, I had little ticket stubs from Sylvia Brown. Some of that stuff is now misplaced, but I have a lot of other weird stuff here, like a weird rabbit pouch, like I was given this when I was really, really young, so I kept it. My rosary, whoops, I grew up Catholic, so here's my rosary. This is actual holy water. It's disgusting and yellow, but I kept it because this is like 20-year-old holy water. So everything mystical and magical and powerful that I own is in this box. None of it's really expensive, but it all has personal meaning for me. So I'm just going to show you guys some of my crystals, and they are not really, I'm not going to really know the names of all of them. I work with crystals in kind of a different way, which you'll see when I talk about how to pick out crystals, but they're all really cool. So if you guys know the names of them, then you can comment below and I can refer all the clients that want to know about specific crystals to you. So I have this really cool crystal, jasper, I believe that's jasper. Let's see, I'm just showing random ones, but this is citrine. And citrine has always reminded me of eagles, and the eagle is my spirit animal, so I've been always super into keeping citrine around. This is a Lemurian quartz, which is amazing. Everyone should have a Lemurian quartz. Basically, there's these little striations on the side, if you look really closely here. And basically, this is like an ancient hard drive. They call these like the ancient hard drives of Atlantis. So you're supposed to be able to meditate with these and kind of tap into the information that's stored here. So they're really cool. I actually haven't dedicated myself yet to discovering what's hidden inside of my Lemurian quartz, but they're powerful. I bought my sister one. I think I bought my sister one, but I for sure bought my mom one for Christmas, which is pretty cool. Selenite is one that I recommend to everyone to clear energy and get a huge piece because they're not expensive, and when you use it right, you can really, really feel it. This is my most recent addition to my collection, is a smoky quartz from my friend Alex, who shoots all of my photos for the makeover series. That was really nice. This is actually from Switzerland. He went to Switzerland, and this is literally from the area that he was in. So this is a little slice of Switzerland. This is rhodochrosite, and this is a really, really wonderful crystal for twin flames. And I actually got this crystal right before I fell in love with someone, like madly, deeply in love with someone. So it was a little kind of love magnet. I think it probably works as a love magnet for anyone. Then I got a handful of crystals from my friend Jared. This is one of them. He gave me a couple more, but I can't find them. He gave me like this little chevron amethyst as well. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with chevron amethyst, but it's such a beautiful stone. I can't find it anywhere. This is one of 2 4-leaf clovers that I've found. Well, that I have. I found one, and then my grandmother gave me this one. Isn't that cool? I'm so lucky. I'm doubly lucky. Agates are really powerful and amazing. So my grandpa is actually one of the reasons that I got really into crystals. When I was really, really young, he gave me this little rock collection. I believe this is a stone from it. And it was basically like a little, like, you know when you eat chocolates and there's like a little, like a box of chocolates, there's like little individual places for the chocolate. Well, he had an empty box of chocolates and he put one stone into each little section with a little meaning card about like what the turquoise is and what it's all about and its healing properties. And ever since then, I have just been collecting and collecting and collecting crystals. And one of the stones also that was in there was actually a fossil. So this is one of my earliest things that I have. I probably got this when I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8, but it was the beginning of my collection. So I keep all of those kind of minerals that he gave me all together in this little bag. This is one of the stones that he gave me. So it was a really cool thing, and I remember when I was a kid, I would just like pull the box out from under my bed, and like you don't really interact with stones, you just kind of like look at them, read about them, but it's so special, it feels like a little treasure. So he kind of started me out, and then my grandmama with the hat box really like took me to Sylvia Brown, and there's this woman, Sonia Choquette, and I always thought that I wanted to be like them, but I thought that would happen when I was like 60. So it's kind of funny that I like do spiritual work at a younger age, but I always wanted to do that. This is really cool. Do any of you guys know that movie Super Mario Brothers, like the real life one, not the cartoons? And she's wearing the meteorite piece like on her neck the whole time as a necklace. I know you guys can't really see me, but she's like wearing the meteorite piece. This reminds me of that, the meteorite piece that she needs to take her to the other side. What else can I show you? I have 3 different pendulums. All of my pendulums are broken, so I'm in search of a pendulum. If you know of a good pendulum place to get one, please let me know. This is the first one I ever had. It's incredibly powerful. I just always tend to carry them in my pockets and use pendulums a lot. Like, they get so much use out of them, and they have a really sharp point that if I drop them enough times, they usually will break. This is another pendulum from my friend Danica that broke as well. I hate when I break things that people give me because I want to like keep the essence of what, you know, the sentiment, but that one broke as well. I really like this. I think this one's a jasper too. So you'll see all these crystals again when I do my crystal grid video, probably at least some of them. I love, love, love fossils. I love anything related to the ocean, so this one's one of my favorites. I also collect a lot of seashells, so this is a seashell I collected as well. And I do know, I am aware that you're not supposed to bring home seashells from beaches, but these are seashells from before I knew that, so I just now have them. This is a chakra wand from my grandmother, so this is really good to use in healing work, and I have used this in healing work before for Reiki clients that I take in person. There is a piece of citrine in this. This is the first album I ever made. It was called Involution Evolution, and this was a little EP from it, so this is Descent, so this was the involution aspect of it, and as you can see, it is about these 4 chakras. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. So I wrote a whole album dedicated to all the 7 chakras, and this is like my weird album art that I made when I was alone in a cabin for 2 weeks by myself without anyone to talk to or anything to do. What else can I show you? This one's really cool. And I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but if you remember them, then please comment below. And these are really cool. So these crystals are from India. These are from my friend Kelly, and she went to India. Her husband is from India, and she brought me back this really cool green crystal. And this one, I should know the name of it. It's like at the tip of my tongue. It's one of my favorite crystals of all time, so I should know the name of it. And I always wanted a piece, and she was the first one to give me one. I could never find a piece of it anywhere, and so she brought me one. Here's another piece of jasper. I don't know if I showed this yet. And I do have a lot of citrine that I keep around, like I mentioned. I have a little Ganesh that I keep at my altar, which I really love. And then I have a little rose quartz sphere and a regular quartz sphere. And this one you guys are going to hear a story time about. It's a pretty interesting story time about that one. So yeah, those are just a few of my crystals. I thought I was going to share a lot more of them with you, but it turns out that they're kind of all over my apartment, and I am moving out, so I'm kind of gathering them up, but they're all over the place. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a taste of all the different kinds of crystals that you can have and enjoy. And all of these crystals have different healing properties. So they're, you know, none of these crystals is alike unless they are the same kind and they just look a little bit different. So they all have different healing properties, and all these crystals were crystals that I bought at different times when I needed a certain kind of energy in my life. So really, if I like put all these crystals like side by side in a timeline, you'd be able to tell really a lot about my healing and the things I was going through in life just by understanding what the crystals represent. So yeah, this is just like a fun video so you guys can kind of see my crystal collection. I have some other really cool things inside of this box. My mom was going to throw away this pin cushion at some point, and I salvaged it. This was a really cool gift that, it was like a gift my sister brought to me from Wyoming when she went to go visit Wyoming. So I always keep little gifts people give me. This is from an ex-boyfriend, which was really cool when he was traveling. Like, people, you know, they just buy you little gifts and they don't think that it means anything, but I honestly like keep everything. Try to guess which sign that is, right? This is actually something that I was given after I took an entire course on compassion. So I literally took a college level course on compassion, and this is from Tibet. It's some kind of a Tibetan kind of cloth, and I wish I knew the name of it. It was so long ago that I took this course, but it was kind of like this award or this gift that you got for understanding compassion and learning about it and taking this class. So that is all. I wish that I could share more with you. I mean, these are just a few of my crystals, and this is just like a quick, fun introductory video about crystals. I didn't even really explain like why you should work with crystals or anything like that. That's kind of beyond the scope of this video. This is pretty much just my crystal collection. They're really beautiful. Honestly, like no matter who you are, you can really find a crystal that works for you and that's interesting for you. I feel like I keep showing you guys the same crystals over and over again. I really love blue crystals. Like blue crystals are my favorite. So I've got a ton of blue crystals that I keep. And this isn't like a bragging contest, like, oh, look at all the crystals that I have, you know, or trying to get you guys to spend a bunch of money. Most of these crystals I got were like from when I was like really young and had absolutely $0 to spend. I just really liked crystals, and I haven't even purchased really any crystals in the last few years. Actually, most of the crystals I've received are gifts. This is a gift from a subscriber, actually. So you know who you are, and thank you so much. This is currently on my altar. And I think crystals are even better as gifts. So that is all for today. Please comment below with either one of the favorite crystals of mine that you saw, the name of a crystal, so you can identify my crystals, or a crystal that is your favorite. And like this video if you want to, and subscribe if you want to as well. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. We're gonna get more detailed and you're actually gonna learn something. All right, bye.